Hey everybody, first off.
No, this is Norvel right here, buddy.
Yes.
I met Norvel back in '91, and I was aboard up, just hanging out, worked with Vern, and I'd been there, I don't know, 4 or 5 years, coming and going, and I was getting to the point where I'm gonna go, and they're like, well, you need to train this guy. So, in walks Norvel. And so, a couple of the programs that I would have to sit through and endure at my time at KPBX was Music from the Hearts of Space, which, for some of you, I know you love that. At the time of my life, I was really into heavy metal and punk rock. And truth be told, now, don't get me wrong, I love whales, I love flutes, I just don't like it when they sing together. So anyway, and this was right after the Gulf War, the first Gulf War, and we'd switched to BBC all night, so one of my jobs was to sit and babysit the ward all night long for BBC. And Norvel would come in, and I would train him, you know, just like, okay, here's, you pop this up, you do this, these are the reel-to-reels, that's a DAT machine, for those of you who don't remember, digital audio tape, which was the wave of the future, and it really took off from what I understand. Anyway, so I finish up, and I go, and later I would catch, you know, I'd be up at night, and I would hear Sound Space. And what Norvel did with that show, man. So, some years go by, I'd run into him. I lived in Brown Division, my wife carrying it. Anyway, I would run into him at Rosarts. Well, Dave, how are you doing? I'm like, Norvel, I'm doing great. I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and blah, 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 running around. I was like, oh, great, yeah, you know. At one point, I meet Zan. Zan was my landlord in an apartment on Malin, which, that's a whole different bunch of stories right there. Anyway, I run into Zan one day, she's like, Dave, I met this guy named Norvel. He knows you. He's such a great guy. And subsequently, I got to see some of his artwork, and I didn't really understand the depth of Norvel. You know, I was at periphery. I was on an orbit. Through Zan, I got to understand just what an absolute gem. And the fact that he's not on KPBX anymore is truly sad. Anyway, so a toast to Norvel. And after this, if you want to hear my Charlie Schlesinger story, that one's a good one. Anyway.
Great. Thanks, Dave.